Hello, I'm here to give you some information that might help you out. With the addition of the new research laboratory, you can get an additional 5% ingots and an additional 10% ingots unlocked. These do stack upon each other for a total of 15% additional ingots crafted for each time you go to smith your ingots. Meaning instead of crafting 4,999, we crafted 5,756 ingots. I believe what is happening is the 15% additional ingots that are created are then rolled on again to see if you will get another 15%. So you get effectively more than 15% ingots per batch of ingots made. This means you get more ingots per time spent. This is especially great for Palmetal ingots and onwards, and especially great for Hexalite. Next, let's go over where we can gather the Chromite and Hexalite quartz needed to craft the Hexalite. There are three main ways to gather the Chromite. Two of them require the metal detector or Smokey's harness. The first one is the dungeon. Almost every room of a dungeon has some Chromite within it. So use Smokey's active skill or the metal detector and you'll be able to find some Chromite in these dungeons. Chromite can be found on Faybreak, but it is best done in a cave. I recommend going to Ram. His cave entrance can be found at -1207 and -1108. Once you make your way down the tunnel through the cave, you will find Ram. You will need to defeat him, but he's worth killing anyway. So beat him, and then within that cave, you will find 4 different nodes of Chromite. If Chromite is something that you are struggling to get a lot of, go ahead and build a base, and you can come back here anytime without having to fly over and run through the tunnel again. It is worth noting that even after discovering the ore, my pals that are deployed at the base will not mine any of the Chromite, so you'll have to mine it yourself still. The last option for Chromite is to get it passively through expeditions. Once you have defeated Faybreak Tower, you open the Dark Cave of Faybreak Expedition. This expedition allows you to bring back tons of things that you would want for yourself, including crude oil and Chromite. This expedition also brings back giant pal souls, which are highly useful for the Xenolord raid that you might have to run into later, which you can also get raid slabs from this, as well as Blasmet Ryu raid slabs. Just a great expedition. There is one more additional way that I don't recommend. You can breed Sylvages and butcher them to get your Chromite, which leads us into another option for getting your Hexalite quartz. You can bring Celestier and butcher them as well to get your Hexalite quartz, which is a little bit more viable, but I still can't recommend it. Instead, I recommend going to the new Faybreak Island and heading over to -1331, -1286 and making yourself a base there. This base can easily get 2 Hexalite quartz nodes within it, as well as 1 ore puddle that you can start oil extracting from. Same as other nodes, the higher the pals' mining efficiency, the better they are at mining the nodes. But it looks like even level 2 mining pals can mine these nodes. So build yourself a guild box and get yourself set up to collect the Hexalite quartz passively over time from this base location. I highly recommend turning it into some sort of mining base. All that's left is to head back to the PAL Research Laboratory, or Laboratory, and finish researching the handiwork tree so that you can reduce the cost of the ingots that you are producing for your armor and weapons and ammo. I would also recommend unlocking the lumbering tree where you can reduce the expedition time, increase the expedition rewards, as well as the mining tree where you can once again increase expedition rewards and reduce the expedition time throughout the tree. This is also nice if you need more oil, as you can upgrade your oil extraction speed by 15%. If you are like me, you will still be short on Hexalite quartz. Luckily, these Lovanders got me covered. Realistically, you can take Dig Toys out and use its special ability to harvest all the Hexalite quartz that is found all around Faybreak Island. You can help him out by using a pickaxe, rocket launcher, assault rifle, or any other form of attacking the rocks that you can think of. But so far, I've found it best to ride Astagon and use his exclusive skill, Fire Fist Breath Storm, when he is a full 4-starred Astagon, and it will just break the rocks instantly. There's also the ability Dragon Burst that will do a significant amount of damage to the rocks when used. If you don't use any other skill fruits, those are the moves to use. And with that, you're ready to craft your Hexalite. Let's see how many 152 will turn into. We ended up getting 173. Now that our handiwork tree is finished, we can go and craft our ammo. After queuing up 343 rockets, we received 402 when they were finished. We also see the lightweight Hexalite armor, which required 100 Hexalite to craft, is now only 85 Hexalite. This effect is most strongly felt when working with epic and legendary weapons that require hundreds and hundreds of resources to make. Lastly, I'd like to leave with the research laboratory. This laboratory is effective across all of your bases. And the laboratory doesn't even need to be present in that base. You can even place down more than one research facility to vastly increase the enhancement of the research. Note how much the research slows as we remove the pals doing the research. So like everything else in the game, if you want it done quickly, use more pals to do it. I hope this gave you some ideas or some good information for you to use in your own playthrough. Get out there and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching and consider giving the video a like.